Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Sechawayo, a.k.a. Coach Bird, and I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE show. Cousin Tracy?
What's up?
How was your Thanksgiving?
Just dandy.
I don't know why. Every time you say daddy, that shit just cracks me up. I don't know
Maybe
why.
I need to find a new word because everybody laughs at that. Or they'll be like, what you say?
Oh, man, that's what's up. I know we had a good time at your crib. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We were just sitting here talking before we got the camera rolling about our alma mater taking another L. You know what I'm saying? Losing to Wilson in the classic turkey game yesterday. You know what I mean?
The Turkey Bowl.
I believe that's like 6 in a row. So we gotta end that streak next year. You know what I'm saying? But then hanging out with my cousin yesterday and cousin A and my little cousins, and we had a great time. I smoked my first cigar. You know, I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it happened yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I felt very distinguished. Yeah, I figured I better at least be able to look like I know what I'm doing because I'm trying to get in those rooms where I'm pretty sure they make decisions to smoke cigars. So I can't look out of place. I can't look out of place. You know
So you might want to
practice up some more.
And lay off the gin and drink bourbon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
You know, when they do the cigars, it's kind of like a whiskey or a bourbon.
Yeah, facts.
It's a whiskey or bourbon.
Okay, no
you
gin.
know what I mean? Maybe a little cognac. No cognac.
Right.
No.
That's not the look. Take cigars don't work. You know what I'm saying?
At all.
That's what's up. Well, episode 114, and I hope all you guys Thanksgiving was great. You know what I'm saying? Just to be around family and friends and enjoy. Sometimes it's always a good thing, good for the soul, you know what I'm saying? Special guests sitting on the couch in the cage, you know what I'm saying? This is long overdue, cuz, you know what I'm saying? I should have been had you here, but I'm glad you was able to take out some time before heading to basketball practice and chop it up with your big cuz over here and cousin Tracy, you know what I'm saying? So we definitely appreciate you. And if you don't know who is sitting here on the couch, it's my guy. And you're going to hear me calling him cuz because he is actually my cousin. But we have MOTEP's head girls basketball coach, Dave Hargrove, in the cage with us today. Appreciate you, bro.
Welcome.
You know
Thank you. It's good to be here. Definitely been watching the cage for a minute, so definitely glad to be down here.
Thank you.
Yes,
Definitely,
sir.
thank you for that. So let's just get right into it. Why don't you tell the folk a little bit about yourself? You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Dave Hargrove, head coach at MOTEP Charter High School in Philadelphia, PA. We are a member of the Philadelphia Public League, PIAA school member. This is my 8th season as a head coach there. A little bit before that was just a lot of experience, so in the coaching realm. So prior to that, I'm gonna go backwards. So my job before MOTEP was assistant coach at Woodrow Wilson with head coach Bernie Henson. We did 4 seasons together. Okay. And in that run, we had a state championship and definitely deep title contenders almost every year. So that was a great experience, setting me up for what I'm doing now. Prior to that, I had some head coaching experience and assistant coaching experience at my first coaching stop at Engineering and Science High School in Philadelphia, PA, which also was a public league member school. I did my student teaching there, and I was assistant coach there, I believe, for 6 and head coach there for 2.
Okay.
Yep. So
you've been doing this for a minute. So let's go all the way back. We're going all the way back now. So tell the folk where you from, all that good stuff.
Born and raised, elementary, high school, college.
We're going back. We want to know. The people want to know. The people want to know. Let's go.
Grew up in Allentown, PA. Born and raised Allentown, PA, 12th Street. That's my block. Grew up there in a big family, my mother and father, and ended up having 8 kids in total. So I'm the 3rd oldest out of 8, 7 boys, 1 girl. So it's a lot of competition in the household growing up.
Yes, it was.
Which was a good thing. And that kind of like just being in a competitive situation, like we all love sports. We all wanted to play growing up. First sport I wanted to play was football. Okay. Probably watch your cuz play football. But then my parents, they didn't like the Sundays and all that because of church and things of that nature. So never got the experience to playing football, but they did let us play basketball. So that became my outlet. Started playing basketball probably about 5th grade. Okay. And kind of rolled that all the way through. Had a decent high school. Ended up playing varsity for 2 years at Faith Christian Academy, which is a suburb outside between Allentown and Philadelphia, I would say, about midway between. So played there 2 years. We won 2 league championships,
Okay.
a little success. Thought it was a little bit, interesting experience. I'll say that it was definitely good, but I wish I would have played 4 years of high school. I think I would have advanced a little bit further. What I mean? But coming out of high school was more like a D2 level, D3 level player coming out. Got recruited a little bit, but nothing that was like maybe not being educated enough on everything.
Okay,
too.
I got you.
I was like, where I wanted to really go to school was Temple.
Okay.
And everybody know Temple in the 90s was the school, Coach Chaney and what they were doing on Broad Street. So that's where I wanted to go. Tried to walk on, didn't work out, but ended up staying. And that's kind of how I got into my coaching experience while I was in college, because Dawn Staley was the head coach of the female team. And I was part of her after school program.
Okay.
And we would have middle school kids, 6th, 7th graders, and they would do homework, and then we would play basketball.
Okay,
So, like, those little group of kids were the first kids I started coaching. And then when I got to my student teaching, I met Joe Ryan, was my mentor. He was a next door teacher. Taught history as well. It was my subject as well. So he told me just come on down to help him out. And I never left after that. Came down. It was me and him. We was together for, like I said, about 6 years together. I learned a lot from him. And he put me in position for my first head job, and kind of been able to take it from there.
Gotcha. You still talk to Dawn?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. She friends with Dawn as well. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So y'all have Dawn in common.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all have Dawn in common. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Now, at Temple, you know what I'm saying? Was the plan always to be a teacher, or that just kind of fell into your lap type situation? Because I know my plan wasn't to be a teacher. Right. And here I am 30 years later still teaching. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
so my first major I declared was business.
Okay.
And that was freshman year. I'm in the business classes and I'm looking around and I'm like, everybody in business class. And I wasn't really feeling all the way comfortable with it. So, having some conversations with my mom, my aunt, talking about a little bit. So why don't you try teaching? Okay. So I went into the education. I liked history, and I knew that I liked coaching too. I knew I wanted to be involved in high school sports, so I knew that teaching is a good way to be involved.
Right.
So
smart.
Just kind of took that path, and it's actually been was great advice I got. And it's been not always smooth, but it's definitely been a great. You teach for any while, you look back at it like, man, I was terrible at the beginning, but now I think I got it though. You know what I mean?
What grade do you teach?
I teach 12th grade civics and social studies at MOTEP. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how long you been teaching there?
I've been there 8 years.
Okay. So the same. So you went in and got the job.
Yeah.
Got the teaching job and the coaching job.
It all worked out. And that was a big thing.
How long have you been teaching in total?
In total, this is year 14.
Okay.
This year 14.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's definitely what's up. Let's get into this coaching thing. You know what I'm saying? You just gave us your background on how you got here. Now that you are there, first of all, I want to say I follow you. You know what I'm saying? I follow you. Make sure you check out their Instagram page. You know what I'm saying?
MOTEP Lady Panthers.
Yeah. And on there, you'll see a bunch of chips you guys keep winning. You know what I'm saying? What was the culture like when you first got there as compared to what it's like 8 years later since you've been there?
That's good. That's good. So MOTEP had actually I messed up their winning streak when I first got there. I'll say that. So they had won 3 public league championships in a row. When the job opened up, it was a little off-court thing that happened, which opened up the position.
Okay.
And when the athletic director, Brother Andre, reached out to me, he really wanted me to come in. Because we had previously, funny thing, we had talked about the job about 5 years earlier. Okay. But I wasn't in position to make that move.
Got you.
But so when it came open, he just really wanted me to come in and try to establish a culture of what the young ladies were like off the court, being very important, and obviously win basketball games. So it was a lot of retooling, but the culture was definitely a winning culture. Okay. Like I said, off the court, there was some interesting things going on that was, that the school wanted to, move into a better direction. But definitely was a culture of winning. Like I said, we lost. So my first year, we made it to the Public League Championship, and we lost in a tight, crazy game. Like I said, we broke the streak right there. But, that was kind of foundational, though, because that's the group of kids that came back bounced back the next year, won a public league championship, and then we were able to win the school's first city championship in a number of years. We beat Newman Goretti in a classic game, overtime game. So that was in the year before they had smoked us by like 30. Wow. So it was definitely like a good bounce back story and kind of set the foundation for what we've been able to do going forward.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what's up. Now, what's I like to ask this, especially coaches that have coached both boys and girls, you know what I'm saying, programs and whatnot. Yeah. Is it more difficult coaching the girls, or is it about to say coaching is coaching? Like,
well, I'll say this, like either way, good boys or good girls, they're good basketball players.
Okay,
you know what I mean? They understand concepts, they understand how to play the game, they have a feel for it. But the coaching is different. Like, I think girls, they listen better. They almost listen too good though, in the sense of like you trying to get. So the challenge really is to get them to play with feel. I think boys have a little bit more of a natural feel from my experience, but then you got to try to get them to get the structure of it. So it's kind of like that battle. Like the girls, they're more willing to accept structure, and they kind of fight playing with that feel unless they really understand it. Like I said, like the ones that are good, they have that feel. That what separates them from a lot of the other girls in the competition.
Yeah. Let me ask you that question. You know what I'm saying? Because you've coached both as well. What do you think from a female perspective? Is it the boys harder or the girls harder in your opinion?
For me, I guess being a woman, I feel like girls are harder because you deal with the intellect part they get, like learning the skill set, but it's the emotional part that comes with them being women. And it's like you got days where I understand, but you got to push through. You can't, that's not an excuse. And I think with girls, you get a lot of the emotional part. And if you can wean through that and just focus on the basketball, girls do take in like the plays and the learning and the structural part of it.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Again, they don't, but they stick to that.
Right.
Like if you tell a girl, go here.
She gonna do that.
That's it.
That's what she gonna do.
They not gonna. If they don't. If you somebody in their way, they still. I gotta get over there.
I got you.
Yeah, so and he's right, trying to get them to feel for the play broke down than just do something else. It gets a little hard with that, but I think girls are more complicated because of the emotional standpoint. You cannot separate the emotions that little young women go through, especially teenage years.
Yeah,
like they're trying to figure out what's going on with them. Then they're trying to be athletes. Then they're trying to be academically. Like it's just a lot going on. It's a lot. So
I got you. Makes sense. Now with that winning culture that you established, or you said it was kind of already there, but you just retooled it a little bit. Is that hard just to maintain that success year after year after year? Because it's like you're not sneaking up on nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people gonna give you their best A game, game in, game out. So how do you navigate that, just trying to maintain that success? Because once some people, once you get that success, some coaches just don't know how to maintain that success. You know what I'm saying?
I think for us, like maintaining the success has been, first it's about the kids. So we always try to have a program that's focused on the player. We're heavy on player development. We get a lot of kids, like Philadelphia Public School League, the public league, doesn't necessarily attract the more skilled players out of middle school. Okay. So we'll get kids that have a lot of potential, maybe size, athleticism, speed, maybe some skill there, but they also have a lot more growth to do. So we put in a lot of time in the gym with our kids, just on the player development standpoint, people development side of things. I think that's kind of like our foundation. If I would say like what's the stamp on our program is that like if a kid comes to MOTEP, they're gonna get better.
Gotcha.
And we can kind of show that path all the way through. And then like from a program standpoint, which with the culture standpoint that we're able to maintain, is just based off of our core values, what we do. And that, we just try to carry that through. So there are 4 or 5 things. 9th grade is hard work, 10th grade responsibility, 11th grade character, 12th grade family. You got to care about your teammates. You got to play for them, because a lot of seniors, they become self-centered.
Right.
And the last one is gratitude. We want everybody to have a sense of gratitude for the situation that they're in, and take advantage of it. So like if we're able to, keep our culture at the forefront, I think that's really what helps us be able to be consistent, like with what the kids are able to do on the court.
So where exactly is your school located?
It's located in the Germantown section of Philadelphia. So if you go Broad and Alany, LaSalle University, you make a left going down the hill, you'll see Central High School to your left. If you make a right and just go up, you'll run into MOTEP. It's been there for. We've been there for about year 26, I believe we're in right now.
So is it considered a traditional public school or is it charter?
It's a charter school, so it's an African-centered charter school with the STEM focus. So it's a very interesting place because like we got a lot of reputation because athletic success, and I'll say in the areas of our football team, our boys basketball team, even our girls basketball team, track. Like so, we have cheerleading, like we have about 5-6 sports that our school does, but the school gets a heavy sports reputation only because we're very successful in the sports. Right. So off the court, our school the last 2 years, 3 years, our STEM program has really been getting a lot more recognition for the things they're able to do. Like the kids have been able to take a trip to Africa. They was down in Georgia doing some work down Mississippi helping with the water crisis. So like reaching outside of Philadelphia and doing some things. We got some hydroponic urban farming going on. We got a lot of stuff going on at the school that's outside of the sports world.
Right. Now, about how many kids y'all got there?
About 500 to 600 kids in the building. 2 floors. It's a small building for real, yeah.
So do y'all get kids from all over the city or just a local area?
So it'll pull kids from the neighborhood first, but then it does a lottery to kids outside of the area too, so from all over the city, yeah.
That's what's up. Now, basketball-wise, y'all got 3 levels, 2 levels, freshman, is it freshman JV varsity or just JV varsity? Or?
Just JV varsity.
JV varsity.
So we're able to serve about 20 kids through both programs.
That's what's up. How many on your staff?
Good staff. That, and I should have said that as part of consistency. Like we've been able to have consistency in our staff. So my assistant head coach, Rich, he's been there the whole time with me. Coach Mike been there the whole time, year 8. Coach Frank, he been there 5. And we got Coach T, I think she's in year 5, and Coach Khadija, we call her Coach Mouse affectionately, but she's in year 2. But like, so we're able, and that's another thing, like able to give young coaches opportunity is something that's very important to me because I know I ain't gonna be doing this forever. So I'm trying to see everybody get better, grow, and then,
in the words it says, you trying to develop a coaching tree.
The coaching tree,
sir,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Shouts out to Antoine.
Yeah.
And the coach at Willenberg. Oh my bad.
Y'all, we ain't shouting him out. He don't get no shots out. Nah, he ain't gonna get this.
My bad. I'm
go
sorry.
get his ass kicking on the 24th. That's what he gonna get. You know
my bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
it's
bring
all
that
good.
up.
You know what I'm saying? I'm starting sweating. I'm ready to go. Let me draw some plays. Interview over. I got practice.
Yeah. Y'all get ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's funny.
Definitely. Now, you know, me and my cuz, we feel some certain type of way about some AAU programs. I'm not going to say all AAU programs are bad, but we have some issues with a lot of AAU programs, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about the whole AAU situation?
Man, that's AAU was a big part of my coaching development too. I think like I started coaching like middle school kids, 7th grade, 6th grade, 8th grade. I've coached the whole realm of AAU all the way up to 11th grade. So I stopped doing it about 3 years ago. Though. But AAU, I think like when it's serving its purpose, it's a great thing because kids get to experience a lot of things that they don't outside of high school. With the traveling, meeting new kids from different schools and things of that nature. I think that stuff is valuable. I think the bad part of AAU is the adults. I'm gonna be if I would say where you place the blame at, it's the adults because they have turned it into a culture of grabbing, you know, recruiting and grabbing, and it's about it sometimes becomes very self-centered and not really about what's best for the players. You know what I mean? So, but I think AAU, like at its heart, it has a good spot. I think like right now, looking, you know, taking a step back from it and looking at it, it's like it definitely needs to be retooled in some ways. I would think that would be more beneficial to kids, but I don't know. It's a gift and a curse. Right.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at with it. You know what I'm
the
saying?
glass half empty, the glass half full.
Right. I mean, I definitely see the need for it. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, that was some good points. You know what I mean? Kids do get to travel and
other people
players
get to
from other
see
countries.
them, and other people get to see them
and things like that. But when you're not big word that you keep saying, when you're not developing the players,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when I'm looking at those type of programs. Like,
Right.
come on, man, you got my kid in this AAU program. He's worse when I get him back. He's
Yeah,
worse. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, can you help him work with me?
Right,
help him
right.
get better.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Right.
So that's my issues with some of those programs. You know what I'm saying? Now I know you just said you're not trying to coach forever,
Right.
but do you have any plans on maybe going to the next level or trying to get into that college level if possible, anything like that, or you just kind of I'm good where I'm at right now?
Yeah, I feel like if you asked me probably maybe 8 years ago, I might have thought about it a little bit more.
Right,
just
right.
like being in that world, having conversations with college coaches a lot about what they do, and trying to build relationships. But now I'm definitely in a place of I'm content where I'm at, in the sense of like being able to reach the kids I'm able to reach. I think at the next level, it definitely becomes that business side of it real heavy.
True.
And I think like there's nothing. Like, to me, it's nothing like, a kid that comes out of middle school, 8th grade, 9th grade, whatever. Nobody knows the kid, but then you see the kid really just put that work in and develop. Now everybody's like, oh, I need her to play for the back
Right,
of
right,
AAU.
right,
Now
right,
everybody
right.
want to recruit.
Everybody want to recruit it.
But now, like, you didn't know that kid 3
Right,
years
right,
ago.
right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right,
So,
right.
like, that side of it, of being able to see kids really develop and grow, and not only as players, but as people, I think, at that high school level, it's a very impactful position.
Got you. I agree. How about teaching wise? Something you see yourself like, because over here 30 years later still doing it? Or?
I didn't know at one point. I'm like, this teaching job, how long I'm gonna do it? But now, like, like I said, this is the first school I've been at 8 years. I think like my early teaching career has been like probably what a lot of teachers go through. You bounce around a little bit, you try to figure it out.
Right.
And I was at a couple of different stops, but like MOTEP really been a stable position. Shout out to the administration. I feel like it's the first school I was at where they really wanted, like, back to even like the players, you want your teachers to get better and grow.
Right.
And they gave me opportunities to do that, and I definitely appreciate them for that. And they've been supportive. So
That's what's up.
Like,
And that's big too. A lot of people don't realize that. You know,
when
what I'm
administration
saying?
supports
when
and
you
helps
get that
you
support,
grow.
how right? Yeah,
But,
that's big.
I'm going to say this to you. I do work at a school.
Yes.
You guys are needed.
Thank you.
Representation matters. And as long as you can do it and you got the passion to do it, stay in front of them kids.
Right.
Because seeing good, positive African-American men in the educational realm helps
Very
our young
important.
people tremendously.
Yes, it
You know,
does.
it helps our people tremendously. So I would say, as long as you can do it,
Yes.
keep doing it. He don't really do nothing. That's why.
What you mean?
I know history may be a hard subject.
What you mean?
I don't know about this guy right here.
Hey, I'm there to be a representative, like you just said. That's my job.
That's funny.
That's what's up. I got to get over there and check you out. You know what I'm saying? I say that every year, but me
right,
coaching basketball as well. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot us
time.
the.
You know what
We
I'm
got a
saying?
thread
But-
now. Shoot us the schedule.
Yes,
And I
yes.
will try to.
Definitely, we're
Even
gonna try
if
to
he
get over
can't
there.
make it, I'll try to.
Get over
slide
there, check
over
you
there.
out. You know
Check
what
some
I'm
girls,
saying?
bring my grandbaby. She
Come
can
see
check some
your
high school
skills.
girls
Yeah,
out.
right. True
Good.
indeed.
So-
True indeed. That's
Your
definitely
grandbaby in
what's
what grade?
Eighth
Eighth grade.
yeah.
That's good.
So
Yep,
just
she
trying to
ballin'.
get her to see girls and that women in action. Like we taking her down to LSU plays Compton.
Oh, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
so I got tickets quick,
Uh-huh.
and then we taking her down there so she could kind of see it in
See it,
motion.
right.
Because we here in this area don't have a strong middle school component for
Right.
girls.
We don't.
And-
Is it like that in Jersey side
Yes,
too?
yes, it's
Yeah.
bad. It's bad, and and the AAU programs aren't really what you need them to be to develop girls. You know what I mean? For a lot of AAU, they want to just have kids that got skills already because they
Yeah.
want to win. It's not developmental, so
Right.
they're lacking middle school development, and now you really can't find a good developmental AAU program. So middle school is hard for these little girls to want to. By the time a coach get on freshman year, if you got two or three standouts, you're doing good. But for the most part, it's bare basics to
Right.
get them their freshman year to get them up and running.
Exactly.
Because middle school, it's lacking.
Yeah, I find the same in Philadelphia. I was surprised you said that about Jersey, because Philadelphia, like, middle school basketball barely exists. Like, there is some schools participate in the league, but it's definitely not like nowhere as organized as it should be. Even on a rec league level, like, boys could play in a rec league. Every rec center in the city got something going
Right.
for the boys, but the girls is not so much. So it's definitely that space for development is important.
I think they're trying over here in Jersey. They just hired somebody at the school level, the district level, to monitor middle school athletics, middle school athletics in general. And she's a female, so I'm hoping the whole culture of it will change.
Right.
But it's really, really difficult because the middle schools don't pour into the athletic programs for kids. It's not important,
Right.
you know. And I get it. Education is what's most important, but the kids really don't have outlet. Like they practice for an hour and a half a day, if that.
Right.
Right.
That ain't enough time.
Yeah.
Right.
Twice a week.
Right.
Yeah.
That ain't
Twice a
enough
week.
time.
Yeah.
That's not enough time, especially when you got fifth graders who, like last year was my last year coaching middle school. I'm just tired of it, but we had a group of kids that hadn't been to school since second grade. Because of COVID.
COVID and all that. Right.
So I'm getting fifth and sixth graders. I got to teach them how to dribble. I was working on dribbling and layups so long, I forgot to show them what the floor looked like. Next thing I know, the season just started. You know what I'm saying? So we're behind the eight ball. You know, and if they only get an hour and a half, it's really not enough time to build anything. So they need those rec leagues and they need those outside of the school type things. We just don't have it.
Right.
And I think finding reputable coaches is a problem too.
Yeah.
Like everybody wants to be, in our community, everybody wants to be a football coach. Got 1 million people volunteering to coach football.
Right.
Basketball season come around, can't get no coaches, can't get no kids, can't get no support. It's just
It could be tough. It could definitely be tough. Any shout outs, anything? Floor is yours before we get out of here.
Oh yeah. I want to once again shout out my coaching staff, which I did a little earlier. Coach Rich, Coach Frank, Coach T, Coach Mouse. Even got, speaking of Coppin State, one of my former players, Coach Najee Tyler, she played at Coppin State last year. She's about to graduate, so she's been back in Philadelphia. She's been coming around helping out the girls too, so that's important. Shout out, my family, my mom and dad, my Aunt Mary, cousins, my brothers and sisters. I saw a lot of family yesterday, so that was good. That's always good. So just loving life a little bit, trying to keep things going in the right direction. You know what I mean?
There we go. Well, because I'm always rooting for you, pulling for you. You know what I'm saying? Definitely going to try to get over there, check you out. I ain't seen you on the sideline yet, so I got to see you in person. I see you on the sideline, you know what I'm saying? But I got to see you in person.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I can critique your skills.
Yes, sir. I need that.
But definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.
Love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tracy.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my squad. You know what I'm saying? We started past Monday. We had our tryouts, got all that stuff out the way. We get back at it on Monday. So, fellas, if you're watching, let's get ready. Put this work in. Put this work in. Season starts right around the corner. Again, I just hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Cousin Tracy, I always have to let you know how much I love you and appreciate you. And thank you for doing this with me, taking this journey with me, because there is no BYRDCAGE show without Cuz over here. You know what I'm saying? The food was good yesterday, so thank you.
Yeah, because there's this myth. I guess because I look good, I can't cook. But
that is not the case.
That's not the case.
She looks good and she can burn in the kitchen.
Listen, because we was raised in a time where you couldn't go outside until you shuck the corn and snap the peas and the string beans. Like, grandma won't go outside. No, you gotta cut up these onions first. What did I do? And don't make my dice them small. Don't make them big. And when you peel the potatoes, don't take all the potato with the skin. Like, you couldn't do nothing. You had to do all that before you go outside. No. So, just real quick, Thanksgiving was amazing. I love spending it with my family. More importantly, reflection, time to reflect, right? Grateful. We always say thank God for grace and mercy. But when I looked around my house yesterday and to see my grandbabies and my cousins, and it's a time to make you really, really, really understand what being grateful is and to be thankful. So everybody, this is the opportunity with the holiday coming up. Take care of yourself. Self-care is always important because holidays can be stressful, but also take time to remember you're here and to be grateful and thank God for mercy.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Well, cuz, that is episode 114 in the books. Once again, cuz, appreciate you for taking some time out, stopping through, talking about yourself and your program. Wish you nothing but the best, you know what I'm saying? And proud of you, and you're doing a great job. Just continue doing what you're doing. Cousin Tracy, what you got going on for the rest of the day? Chilling? On this Black Friday.
Don't nobody shop on Black Friday no more. Everything
all
on
online,
computer. Right? I stopped past the store on my way here, it was empty.
That's crazy, right?
Empty.
That's
like
crazy.
that whole
people used to get up at like 3 in the morning
me
and
too.
stuff like that.
Me and my crew, like that was a thing. We would get up 5, 6, hit the coffee, had the mugs, the hats, the gloves. We all the way up Limerick. As soon as the sun come up. Today, I texted them at 8 o'clock. They was like, everybody sleep, T. I'm like, I'm glad we don't do it no more. Everything the kids want is online.
That's what I'm saying. Online shopping didn't shut Black Friday down as far as being out physically.
But Black Friday ain't Black Friday no more. You know, I got a TV last week on a Black Friday sale, and it literally was like last week. Last week was still like my birthday.
So they start the Black Friday sale before Black Friday.
Everybody tries to beat everybody for the Black Friday sale. So now Black Friday, first it was the Thanksgiving night. The stores was open up at 5 o'clock. That's when the Black Friday sale started. Now it's Wednesday. There's somebody did it on Tuesday. Somebody did it. So it's just, man, listen, everything on sale. Just go online.
There's no more
and
Black
do
Friday.
curbside pickup.
There you go. Well, episode 114 in books. Once again, I am Sechuayo, a.k.a. Coach Bird. I'm the host of the BYRDCAGE Show, and we'll talk to you soon.
It was a stone groove, my man.